SpaceX just opened on Nasdaq at $1.77 trillion, bigger than Tesla on day one. Plus 4 more stories repricing the entire AI tape today. Let's get into it. SpaceX opened today on Nasdaq under ticker Spcx at $135 a share, a day one market cap of $1.77 trillion. That puts Musk's company above Tesla, around 11th in the S&P 500 if added, and makes this the largest IPO ever recorded, surpassing Saudi Aramco's 2019 debut. Base raise, $75 billion, with the green shoe, $86.2 billion. Why it matters now. SPCX is the first of 3 near-trillion-dollar AI listings queued for the next 6 months, Anthropic and OpenAI to follow. Every float, every ADV print, every post-IPO drift on SPCX becomes the benchmark every other AI lab gets priced against. The bear case, Musk retains over 82% voting control, and the roadshow pitch, orbital data centers as the primary medium for AI expansion, is entirely unproven capex. The forward signal, if SPCX holds above 135 through next week, expect Anthropic's S1 to land at a steeper multiple. Below that, the trillion-dollar IPO window contracts fast. Jeff Bezos' Prometheus closed a $12 billion Series B at a $41 billion post-money, anchored by JPMorgan, Goldman Sachs, BlackRock, DST Global, and Arch Venture, with Bezos contributing himself. This is his first CEO role since stepping down from Amazon in 2021. The pitch, an artificial general engineer, software that designs and manufactures jet engines, drug compounds, semiconductors. Total raised now tops $18 billion. Why it matters now, with roughly 150 employees, that's $273 million per head, the highest per employee valuation ever recorded in tech, and a clear marker that physical world AI is now competing for the same capital pool funding the LLM labs. Same pool, by the way, that just absorbed Story 1. The bear case, vertical integration across aerospace, autos, and drug discovery, concentrates founder risk into a single point of failure, and the $41 billion mark prices zero shipped product. The forward signal, watch for a generalist AI or physical intelligence round in the next 6 weeks. If those clear $20 billion plus, the physical AGI rotation is confirmed. Anthropic's CFO Krishna Rao disclosed in court filings made public this week that the Trump administration's Pentagon ban and supply chain risk designation could cut 2026 revenue by multiple billions of dollars, with hundreds of millions of near-term Pentagon revenue already at risk and federal contracts already being terminated. This is the first hard dollar number Anthropic has put on the ban, and it lands the same week the company is reportedly in confidential S1 prep. The D.C. Circuit denied an emergency stay. A Northern District of California court granted partial preliminary relief. Why it matters now, any $1 billion plus revenue hit reshapes Anthropic's 2026 growth narrative against OpenAI right as Altman's IPO clock starts running. That's Story 3. The bear case. The Pentagon has already signed classified deals with NVIDIA, Microsoft, and AWS in Anthropic's place. Federal share lost is hard to claw back. The forward signal. If Anthropic's S1 lands before July 4th, watch the revenue footnote. Anything that quantifies the ban materializes the bear case in public markets. Sam Altman told OpenAI staff this week the company could IPO within the next year, the tightest public timeline he's ever put on it, after the June 10th confirmation of the confidential Design S1. Same comms cycle, he flagged a new model codenamed 5.6 launching this month, a significant step over GPT 5.5. So both of OpenAI's biggest catalysts of 2026, IPO and frontier model, now fall inside the next 10 weeks. Why it matters now. This reads as a deliberate move to box Anthropic's IPO timing. That's story 2, and preempt the WSJ-reported API price war by anchoring expectations on a benchmark resetting model first. The bear case. Polymarket has been pricing a June 30th release at 80 to 89% for weeks, meaning the launch is already in the tape. Any slip or weak benchmarks, it did invert the trade. The forward signal. If GPT 5.6 lands by June 30th and posts material gains on SWE bench, expect the OpenAI S1 leak within 10 days. NVIDIA's Grok 3 LPU is being fast-tracked by Foxconn into the Vera Rubin platform ahead of schedule. For the trillion-parameter model workload, the combined Grok 3 LPU rack plus Rubin NVL72 generates 1 million tokens for $45 on a 1 trillion parameter, 400K context model, 35 times the throughput of NVL72 alone. Samsung's 4nm fab has ramped Grok 3 output from 9,000 to 15,000 wafers as the line shifts to commercial production. Why it matters now? This is the inference unit economics story of the year, and it directly underwrites the API price war facing Anthropic and OpenAI in stories 2 and 3. Hand the labs per token cost relief, and aggressive cuts become margin safe. The bear case. Every dollar of inference relief is a dollar the labs need to pass to customers, not capture as gross margin. The forward signal, if NVIDIA's July quarter guide comes in above $58 billion with networking attach growth above 40%, Grok 3 is already in the numbers, and the price war fades. The through line today. Capital is voting on AI's next decade in real time, public markets for SpaceX, private capital for Prometheus, and federal contracts for Anthropic, all in a single 24-hour window. If Spcx holds, the floodgates open behind it. Subscribe for the Daily Alpha. Monday's Open will tell us which way this goes.